All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learning the truth, 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet service scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere and your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, going to be building off of this video from Dabu 7. And as you can see from the title, it says Trump is deploying National Guards, right? Troops, major immigration enforcement to Chicago and Baltimore, you see. So at first he was just mainly talking about, sending them to Chicago. But now we hear him saying that he's about to send them to Baltimore as well. So, hey, we're in those times and seasons, man. Like I said, where these devils are about to come full force with this agenda. You see this so-called New World Order that they're trying to accomplish to try to lock this place down. And we know, according to prophecy, that, hey, the Lord is going to allow this man to lock this place, America, down. There is going to be martial law and various, multiple, really the whole United States is going to be militarized very soon, man. And these are the things that are coming. And this is what we're seeing them ultimately doing, but they're doing it in baby steps, starting off with, a state here or a state there, like what you basically see them doing in Washington, D.C. That was basically just a prelude to what they're finna do in all 50 states, man. You see, so that's why we see these things ultimately happening. But I'm gonna get into this video. We're gonna listen to what it is the guy's saying. Fair use. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes, only fair use.
This is Dabu 7, and here we go with Trump deploying National Guard troops to Chicago and Baltimore. Now, he has not stated when, but he's already put the word out. It's going down here within the week or so. You'll probably start to see teams moving in quietly. And you're talking the different strike teams that they got together that are working with National Guard. And the National Guard will be used as a buffer in these cities. They are going around posse comitatus and using Title 32, so to speak, to go about doing this, because there's big concerns about federalizing troops and using them to police everyday people. Now, this just went through federal court in terms of what happened in California with troops and Marines being used there. Federal judge saying that Trump broke the Posse Comitatus Act in doing all that. Now it's going to go to another court.
And we heard what it is he said, and I'm going to actually look that up real quick, that Posse Comitatus, right? We're going to look that up real quick in the AI overview on Google, just so we can read a little into that. Because ultimately, this is what these judges in L.A., you see, are basically ruling out that Trump broke. You see, when he implemented the National Guard and the Marines to L.A. during the time of those protests that happened there when the Northern Kingdom was, setting cars on fire and doing all type of different things out there. Yeah, they're trying to say that Trump broke the Posse Comitatus Act when he basically issued those military soldiers out to L.A. And we ultimately see him doing the same thing, what they're saying he's about to do to Baltimore and Chicago. So like I said, this man Trump does not care about anything that these people are saying. You see, he's what the scriptures refers to as the cruel Lord, right? And I'm actually grab that real quick, then we'll get back. This is Isaiah 19:4. It says, and the Egyptians, talking about you Americans, will I give over into the hands of a cruel Lord, which is Nero Trump, you see? And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And that's why you see Trump moving in the way that he's moving. He's not regarding the Constitution. He's not regarding you people's rights. He's doing whatever he wants to do, man. You see, he's basically like a dictator. You see, and that's because this man is the cruel Lord, you see, and the Lord has put this man in the position he's in to do the things that he's doing, because he's ultimately forward in prophecy, man. He's going to move prophecy forward, you see, with the actions and the decisions that he's making, right, which is ultimately the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm actually getting to it. This is Posse Comitatus Act. It said it's a 1878 U.S. law that generally prohibits the use of the Army or the Air Force to act as a police force to execute the laws, right, within the United States, unless explicitly authorized by the Constitution or Congress. The act stems from a desire to keep military powers separate from civilian governance and was passed after the Reconstruction era to limit the military's intervention in the South. There are various exceptions and loopholes in the application of the act to the National Guard, who can operate under both state and federal command, is often a point of contention. You see, so basically what it's saying is you basically can't use the National Guard to try to police his own citizens. And that's what these people are saying that Trump is doing, right? Which, like I said, makes him that cruel Lord, man. You see, he's doing anything that he ultimately wants to do, man. He's not regarding the U.S. Constitution. He's not regarding people's rights. He's doing whatever is pleasing unto him, man. And that's because the Lord has this man in the office to do the things that he's doing, because it's ultimately going to forward prophecy, man. Because everything that this man is doing is what's going to bring disaster to this place, America, man. You see? So we're going to get back into this video. I'm going to finish watching the rest of it.
And we'll see what happens there. But there is a concern when this all goes down, because you never want to see a tyrannical government using your last line of defense, your National Guard, your boys and girls, against you or against the people in any kind of tyrannical way. At this point, they're being used to just go in and help clean up for all the homeless. And yes, a lot of people out there need help. They need off the streets and they need help. I think we can all agree on that. I would like to see the facilities and where they're going. I've yet to see anyone get interviewed that went into any of these facilities and came out. I've yet to see a single interview of one of these facilities at all. And it just...
Right, and you hear what it is he's saying, and that's right, too. Like, you never seen one of these so-called centers where they said that they're sending all of these homeless people to, man. You never seen one of them being on the news. You never seen them promoting none of them. You know, because this man is the devil, and everything that he says is a lie. You see, everything that he's doing is ultimately going according to his agenda, man. You see, the agenda of the elites, ultimately, because we know that Trump is only pushing the agendas of the elites, man, the elite banking families. You see, those that are ultimately controlling him, right? Which they're doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So I'm actually grab this precept right here. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right. So you can't trust anything that this man ultimately says, man. You see nothing at all about him talking about he's setting up these centers to, you know, try to help the homeless. And ultimately he's deploying these National Guard troops into the different states throughout America, ultimately to create peace and all of that different type of stuff. You see, that's what this man is saying. But we know ultimately that's not the case. What these devils want is complete control and power, man. You see, and that's what they're showing. Right. Verse 11, it says, though he humble himself, right, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust, right, represent his wickedness, have not been altogether wiped away. And that's what a lot of these people are about to see soon come, especially you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, that this man, Nero Trump, you see, and all of these Edomites, you see these so-called white people, which we know not all so-called white people are Edomites, because you do have a few of our people that are scattered among them. But the majority of these Edomites, that they're the devil, man. You see, that's what you Israelites are about to see very soon in this time, man. Right? Because this man is about to show his horns more and more, man, as time moves on. Right? So I'm going to grab this precept as well, because this is what we ultimately see happening. Right? Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right, the so-called white man, has come down unto you, having great wrath, extreme anger, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's what we see with all of these military deployments going into these different states throughout America and pushing for this totalitarian system that they're trying to bring about, where they want complete control over everything. That's part of this devil coming down with that wrath. Right. And it's only going to get worse. You know, things that we see these people doing now, hey, it's only going to continue to escalate, man. This man is going to show his horns more and more as time progresses. Right. So, yeah. Salakia.
Going. People can say this and they can say that, but let's see some proof is all I say. And some evidence, and let's get some interviews of some people that were swept up off the street and put in these facilities and got treatment. Let's see if it helped them or not. See what they think. Kind of crazy you can't find one interview of that. Anyhow,
right. And you hear what it is he said. You can't find not one interview basically the things that Trump and these
if you want to know
people said that they were going to do, that they have actually done, right? And this is why, because I'm going to grab this precept right here. This is Psalms chapter 55, right? Verse 21. And it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, right? Oh, we're going to help the people. Oh, we're going to make America great again. Oh, we're going to set up these military checkpoints in these cities to lower crime. You see, oh, we're going to take all of the homeless off of the street because we're trying to, care for their well-being, right? That's what he's saying with his mouth, right? So it sounds good to the people, but war was in his heart, man, meaning his mind, because this man is the devil. He ultimately always has a hidden motive, a hidden agenda. You see, he always has, reasons to why he's doing the things that he's doing. He's not doing these things because he ultimately cares about the well-being of you American citizens. It's not for that at all, right? It's the total opposite, right? So it says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawing swords, right? Because like I said, this man always has an ulterior motive to everything that he does. Even when it seems as though he's helping you, he's always, going to have a knife, you see, to stab you in your back later. You see, so even though it may look good at the moment, later on, you're going to see that the whole point of it was all for this man to just have power and control. Because that's really what it's about at the end of the day. That's what these devils obtain and want to have. That's what they want to possess, power, man. You see, that's what it's all about, control over you American people, man. And ultimately the people of the world, That's the whole purpose of this so-called New World Order agenda that they're trying to bring about. This one world government, one world system, everybody being under complete control, man. All right. But yeah, we're going to finish playing this video, just a little bit of it. And, that'll pretty much be it. Just a little quick update of what's going on. Salakia.
That explains all that in better detail. Anyhow, Posse Comitatus is key. If you want to know more about that, I'll have a pinned linked video that explains all that in better detail, and you can join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on top.
All right, so we heard what it is he said, and like I said, man, Trump doesn't care about the Constitution, man. If these people don't see that, then I don't know what to tell them, man. Right? But a lot of these people believe none of these presidents care about the Constitution, man, because literally they break it every day. All of the laws and things of that nature, these devils break their own laws that they create every day. But then you American people believe in your mind that these laws work and that they have power. You see? Crazy. But like I said, though, this is just a little quick video of things that are basically happening. Yeah, these devils are moving. You see, things are happening, and Trump is allegedly going to deploy military National Guards troops to Chicago and Baltimore within the next week, from what they say. So, we just got to stay watching and stay observing and paying attention to things and see what happens. But, hey, we are living in those times, brothers and sisters, where things are about to heat up, So with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this video was edifying, just something quick. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.